Yo tout le monde, c'est Sreface. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour la suite de notre let's play sur L.Id. Aujourd'hui on attaque FNAF 3. Alors, dans le dernier épisode on avait fini FNAF 2. On avait très bien réussi, même sans mourir, c'est un exploit. Et aujourd'hui on va attaquer le 3. Ouais, le 3 est assez facile. Du coup j'ai un peu me dépêcher parce que j'ai une manette qui a bientôt plus de batterie. On commence tout de suite. Donc voilà. On est dans FNAF 3.
Hey, glad you came back for another night. I promise it'll be a lot more interesting this time. We found some great new relics over the weekend, and we're out tracking down a new lead right now. So let me just update you real quick, then you can get to work. Like the attraction opens in like a week, so we have to make sure everything works and nothing catches on fire. When the place opens, people will come in at the opposite end of the building and work their way toward you, then past you and out the exit. Yeah, you've officially become part of the attraction. You'll be starring as a security guard. So not only will you be monitoring the people on the camera as they pass through, you know, to make sure no one steals anything or makes out in the corner, but you'll also be a part of the show. It'll make it feel really authentic, I think. Now let me tell you about what's new. We found another set of drawings, always nice, and a foxy head, which we think could be authentic. Then again, it might just be another crappy cosplay. And we found a desk fan, very old school, metal though. So watch the fingers. Right now the place is basically just, you know, flashing lights and spooky props. I honestly thought we'd have more by now. If we don't have something really cool by next week, then we may have to suit you up in a furry suit and make you walk around saying, boo. But you know, like I said, we're trying to track down a good lead right now. Some guy who helped design one of the buildings says it was like an extra room that got boarded up, or something like that. So we're gonna take a peek and see what we can find. For now, just get comfortable with the new setup. You can check the security cameras over to your right with the click of that blue button. You can toggle between the hall cams and the vent cams. Then over to your far left, you can flip up your maintenance panel. You know, use this to reboot any systems that may go offline. In trying to make the place feel vintage, we may have overdone it a bit. Some of this equipment is barely functional. Yeah, I wasn't joking about the fire. That's a real risk. The most important thing you want to watch for is the ventilation. Look, this place will give you the spooks, man, and if you let that ventilation go offline, then you'll start seeing some crazy stuff, man. Keep that air flowing. Okay, keep an eye on things, and we'll try to have something new for you tomorrow night.
Ok, donc le 3 ça change un peu de l'original. Dans l'original on est là-bas au fond. On a notre équipement ici, on a nos caméras là, on a une petite lumière ici. Et on a notre appareil pour recharger. Depuis les 5 heures, dans la première nuit Springtrap n'est pas là. Voilà, ça va être assez rapide je pense, étant donné que je trouvais un peu une technique pour le contrer. Yo mec, ça va. Voilà, la nuit 6, enfin la nuit 6, on arrive à 6 heures. Voilà, ça c'est réussi. Du coup, ouais donc, je voulais dire, avant que ça commence, enfin je vais cut pour YouTube, mais avant que ça commence, je vais pas parler pendant que le mec il téléphone, ça c'est... J'avais le temps peut-être de lire. Juste j'ai baissé le son de ma télé parce que j'ai entendu qu'il y avait un écho dans ma dernière vidéo. Voilà. Hop, la nuit 2. Voilà, on est dedans. Comment il va arriver?
Hey man, okay, I have some awesome news for you. First of all, we found some vintage audio training cassettes. Dude, these are like prehistoric. I think they were like training tapes for like other employees or something like that. So I thought we could like have them playing like over the speakers as people walk through the attraction. Dude, that makes us feel legit, man. But I have an even better surprise for you. You're not gonna believe this. We found one. A real one. Gotta go, man.
Hello?
Well look, it's in there somewhere. I'm sure you'll see it. Okay, I'll leave you with some of this great audio that I found. Talk to you later, man. Students
Vas-y,
needed
tout
information on
là.
how to handle/climb into mascot costumes. Right now, we have two specially designed suits that double as both animatronic and suit. So please pay close attention while learning how to operate these suits, as accidents/injuries/death/irreparable and grotesque maiming can operate when they are in animatronic form. For ease of operation, the animatronics are set to an easy and hands-free approach to making sure the animatronics stay where the children are for maximum entertainment/crowd-pleasing value. To change the animatronics to suit mode, insert and turn firmly the hand crank provided by the manufacturer. Turning the crank will recoil and compress the animatronic parts around the sides of the suit, providing room to climb inside.
Coucou. Oh putain de merde.
Spring locks are fastened. We will cover this in more detail in tomorrow's session. Remember to...
Il est que 2 heures, il est déjà là.
Hi.
Et ouais, je pars. Oh putain, il est juste là.
Hello.
Coucou.
Je suis mort, 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 je suis mort. Je suis mort, il est juste là. Je suis mort. Non. Non. Ouais, j'ai fait trop flipper. Oh, sa mère, il m'a fait peur. J'avais réussi à le faire bugger, moi. Pourquoi il fait tout noir? Pourquoi il fait tout noir? Il va faire tout noir.
Hi.
Ok, c'est bon. Oh là là. Ça commence à m'énerver que ça se retire dans mon oreille. Ok, la nuit 3. Ok, je peux me recentrer.
Hello.
Hello. For today's lesson, we will be continuing our training on proper suit handling techniques.
Hi.
When using an animatronic as a suit, please ensure that the animatronic parts are tightly compressed and fastened by the spring locks located around the inside of the suit. It may take a few moments to position your head and torso between these parts in a manner where you can move and speak. Try not to nudge or press against any of the spring locks inside the suit. Do not touch the spring locks at any time. Do not breathe on the spring locks, as moisture may loosen them and cause them to break loose. In the case that the spring locks come loose while you are wearing a suit, please try to maneuver away from populated areas before bleeding out, as to not ruin the customer experience. As always, if there is ever an emergency, please go to the designated safe room. Every location is built with one extra room that is not included in the digital map layouts programmed to the animatronics or security systems. This room is hidden to customers, invisible to animatronics, and is always off camera. As always, remember to smile. You are the face of Freddy Fazbear's team.
Ferme. Non. Non, il va être là. You. Oh putain, il a pas réussi à venir. Reviens. Oh putain, j'ai réussi à le bloquer. Il ferme. Et dépêche. Ferme. Ah, c'est déjà fermé. Attends gros, ça fait peur de ouf. Oh putain, enfin. En pas flush trap, s'il te plaît. Ok, c'est bon. Ok, la nuit 4. Ouais, la nuit 4. On va enchaîner comme ça je vais vite. Pression mais... Donc, première étape, ferme là.
Hello. There's been a slight change of company policy concerning use of the suit. Don't. After learning of an unfortunate incident
Voilà, là, il est où?
involving multiple and simultaneous
Springtrap,
failures, the company has deemed
où est-ce que tu es?
temporarily unfit for employees. Safety is top priority at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, which is why the classic suits are being retired to an appropriate location while being looked at by our technicians. Until replacements arrive, you'll be expected to wear the temporary costumes provided to you. Keep in mind that they were found on very short notice.
Fais-le.
Relevant should be
Ouh là là, on l'a vu. On l'a
I
vu.
repeat, the classic suits are not
Le bordel de merde, il est où?
activated or
Il a
worn.
disparu.
That
Il
being
s'est
said,
barré.
we are free of liability.
Il a pas brûlé, c'est juste barré.
As always, remember to smile. You are the face of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Non, ça meurt. Ah, il est là.
Hi.
Viens là. Viens, cousin.
Hello.
Non. Ok, il est là. Il n'y a pas une ventilation? Ouais, elle est juste là en haut.
Hi.
Viens là. Reviens ici. Reviens là. Assieds-toi. Viens ici.
Hello.
Yes. Ah, il est juste là. Ah mais gros, attends. C'est facile à dire. Ah par contre, je pense qu'il y a un code ici à faire. Non, si tu veux. Ouais, il y a un code ici à faire, c'est pour avoir une pièce. Tiens, c'est parti. And this one is for the champions. Yes. Je trouve que le deuil est beaucoup plus actif comme live. Du coup, je dois faire la nuit. Attends, je viens de faire laquelle là? Je viens de faire la. Je viens de faire la 4, on est d'accord? Attends, la 1, la 2 où je suis mort, la 3, celle que je viens de faire. Ouais, on est déjà à la 5. Salut. William le Fury. Ouais, la nuit 5. Et on aura fini. Oh. Ah non, si c'est pas de bêtises, voilà, il y a tout qui brûle. Ouais, il y a tout qui brûle.
Hello. This is just a reminder of company policy concerning the safe room. The safe room is reserved for equipment and/or other property not being currently used and as a backup safety location for employees only.
Ouh, il est déjà là. Ça fait peur par contre, parce qu'il peut ramper jusque toi. Wesh.
Coucou.
Il est...
Hello.
Mais... Il est là. Mon Dieu. Attends quoi, il est déjà là? Non, dégage! Oh putain, première fois que j'ai ça de tout. Qu'il faut que j'ai joué. Oh mon dieu!
Ça va très bien. Répète. Ça va bien.
Hi.
Oh yes! Enfin! Toi, Claire, elle a du mal aussi. Bon, ça c'est terminé. Donc bah voilà, encore une phase de là, ceux qui étaient sont arrivés après. Du coup la prochaine fois on va faire les pièces sombres. Avec le niveau des plages baby. Oh. Et ouais, enfin, et tout ce qu'il y a dans les pièces sombres. Comment on se dit à la prochaine? Sûrement ce week-end. Parce que ce week-end je fais rien. Enfin bref. Du coup bah, on se dit à la prochaine. C'était Surface. Ciao.